This is the hardest one of all.
Abraham Lincoln is gone, but not forgotten. What can I say about Abe Lincoln? Honest, the great emancipator, the only Republican president who had a lock on the black vote. He wore a stovepipe hat to look taller when dancing with Mary. We met in school. Little Abe was a serious student from day one. He could read, write, and cipher better than any of the other hillbilly boys in Hardin County, Kentucky. I was a theater major and was constantly singing its praises. I remember once I lent little Abe a book, and he walked 10 miles to return it. To me, that said a lot about Abe, since he was going to see me the next day at school. The name of the book was How to Maximize Your Time. It's ironic. I remember little Abe as resourceful. He used to write on the back of a shovel. A better word might be cheap ass, because legal pads were just a penny then. You should have had a couple to rub together, because hell, they had his face on them. After school, I pursued a career in the arts. Abe got a rep as a real rail splitter, lawyer, then politician. While campaigning for Abe, I introduced him to my intern, Mary Todd. Next thing I knew, Abraham Lincoln was our 16th president, and he and Mary were, well, involved. He'd no sooner settled in and it all hit the fan. Seems there was a problem with the Union. Things had been just fine as they were. The strong Union, though, slave labor, would want an 11-hour day and compulsory ventilation. Rather than deal with Norma Ray's forefathers, Abe just freed the slaves and he cut them loose. Now you were either pro-Union or fish bait. Abe abhorred war, and he asked if they had to fight, at least be nice. The Civil War divided the country, much like the Vietnam War later. But now Abe and Mary were married, but didn't get along. The buzz was that Mary was the beard. Even if Abe wasn't always faithful to Mary, we know he was quite the stud. Hey, they named a bedroom after him. Not to mention the notorious Lincoln Log. Of course, the war took its toll on the country and Abe. He'd be spotted wandering aimlessly about. If asked where he was going, Abe would just give his Gettysburg Address. It was time-consuming and annoying. He did have the presence of mind, though, to get a shoe deal and his own apparel line before he got out. Have you ever heard of Lincoln Wear? It's still around and gets some radio time. I was with Abe at the end. He loved the immediacy of the theater and was always hitting me up for tickets. Well, of course, you know the rest. Was wearing his stovepipe hat. It took 3 shots before they actually got Abe. He died in my arms because Mary had gone for popcorn.